You know that feeling when your tech teams and your business teams are speaking completely different languages? Yeah, you're not the only one. Today, we're going to tackle that head on. We are going to bridge that gap and show you exactly how to turn all that confusing cloud data into clear, simple insights that actually make a difference to the bottom line. Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start by defining what this telemetry gap really is. That frustrating disconnect, Then we'll talk about the solution, how to get everyone speaking the same language. I'll even give you a 3-step blueprint for building a dashboard that actually works. We'll walk through a real-world example, and then we'll zoom out and look at the huge payoff of getting this right.
So let's just get real for a second. Think about your own cloud metrics. Are they actually helping your business leaders make decisions? Or are they just, noise? It's a critical question because way too many companies are absolutely drowning in data, but they're starving for actual wisdom.
Right, this is what we call the telemetry gap. And it's more than just a communication issue. It's a dangerous chasm where opportunities just get lost, where problems fester, and where money is just, it's wasted. This breakdown can seriously hurt a company.
So on one side, you've got your brilliant tech folks, and they're deep in the weeds talking about things like CPU utilization and API latency. And on the other side, you've got your business leaders who are laser focused on revenue, churn, and conversion rates. It's honestly like one team is speaking Klingon and the other is speaking Elvish. They're both talking about the same kingdom, but they have absolutely no idea what the other is saying.
So how do we fix this? How do we bridge this linguistic divide? What we need is a kind of Rosetta Stone for the modern business. We need a way to translate the technical jargon of the engine room into the language of the boardroom. That's the secret to getting everyone on the same page, rowing in the same direction. And this is where this whole idea of business-centric observability comes in. Now, this isn't about getting rid of your tech metrics. Not at all. It's about giving them meaning. It's about finally connecting the dots between, say, a spike in database latency and a drop in your conversion rate. It's about making your data tell a story that everyone in the company can understand and, more importantly, act on.
Okay, so that sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you build this bridge? How do you create a dashboard that tells that clear, compelling story we're talking about? Well, let's break it down. It's actually a lot simpler than you might think. Here it is, your 3-step blueprint. It's pretty straightforward. First, you have to define your destination. What's the key business number, the KPI you're trying to move? Second, you map your route. What technical signals are the best predictors for the health of that business metric? And third, you design your cockpit. You create a simple, clear dashboard that tells a story, not just throws a bunch of numbers on a screen. This is your roadmap.
And this quote, this just says it all, doesn't it? Your goal isn't just to be a data janitor. You need to be a data storyteller. Your job is not to just present the numbers. It's to weave them into a narrative that actually inspires people to take action. That's the real difference between a good dashboard and a great one. All right, enough with the theory. Let's see how this thing works in the real world. We're about to dive into a super high-stakes scenario that I think you'll appreciate. A major e-commerce platform that's on the brink of disaster during the biggest shopping day of the entire year.
So picture this. It's Black Friday. The digital doors are wide open. Millions of shoppers are flooding the site. The pressure is just immense. The entire company's quarter could be riding on this single day. Every click, every sale, every second of downtime matters. A lot.
And then, disaster strikes. The business team is staring at this chart and their hearts just sink. Sales are falling off a cliff, they're literally bleeding money, and they have no idea why. The what, the problem, is painfully obvious, but the why is a total mystery. But wait, here's the game changer. This is that business-centric dashboard we've been talking about. This is the bridge that connects the what to the why. The team can now see clear as day that a slow checkout process is killing their conversion rate. And what's causing it? High database latency. They found the smoking gun.
So, armed with this information, the engineering team can swoop in, they fix the database issue, and they stop the bleeding. And the result? They save the company a cool $1 million in lost sales. That is the power of this approach. It's not just about data, it's about dollars and cents.
Now, that Black Friday story is incredible, but honestly, it's just the tip of the iceberg. The real magic happens when this way of thinking becomes part of your company's DNA. The long-term benefits are they're staggering. Just imagine for a second,
A world where your CEO and your lead cloud architect are looking at the same data, telling the same story, and working towards the same goals. That's what this is all about. It leads to smarter decisions, teams that are actually aligned, and you start solving problems proactively before they even impact your customers.
So I'll leave you with this challenge. Go back and look at your own dashboards. Are they just a random collection of numbers? Or are they a catalyst for action? Are they just a rearview mirror showing you where you've been? Or are they a roadmap to your future? The choice is yours. It's time to make it a story worth telling.